Hey folks, it's Finn! As you can see, I'm currently packing, and that's because I have my final stage lower surgery this coming Friday on the 13th of Jan. Friday the 13th, that's okay because I was born on the 13th, therefore 13 is lucky for me. It is currently Tuesday evening, it's the 10th, obviously it's the 10th. So I'm sorting myself and packing because I like to do this way ahead of time. And I also wanted to get one last vlog up before I go. So for those not in the know, I have had radial forearm phalloplasty, and this will be the third and final stage of that surgery. The final stage is said to be the easiest of them all in terms of the invasiveness of it. But basically it's to create an erection, and the way I've chosen to go for that is to have the inflatable device. This means that they insert an inflatable tube into my penis, and I'll have a reservoir in my stomach with saline solution, and inside one of the testicles will be a pump which, when twisted and pumped, lets the saline solution in from the reservoir in my tummy into the penis to give a solid erection. 'Cause I'm happy! Yes. So it's quite minimal in terms of scarring, what have you. They tend to go in through the old incision lines they've already created. What makes it a bit easier for me is that I've already got one testicle. Now, for some reason over here in the UK, recently they've started not doing any testicles until the final stage. It used to be they did one at the beginning, thinking that by doing one at the beginning it would allow it to heal around the prosthetic testicle, and then when it comes to stage 3 they create a new testicle. They take the implant from the newly created testicle, like in stage 1, put it into the new testicle, and then put the pump into the already healed testicle. The thinking on this is so that the skin around doesn't adhere to the pump and cause any issues. So I don't know why they've changed it. Maybe they realise that doesn't make any difference, I don't know. But what it does mean, hopefully, is that it's going to be less of a problem for me because I've already got one testicle down there, so hopefully it won't be huge amounts of pain, I don't know. But it's still going to be quite strange getting used to having 2 testicles. It took me quite a while to get used to having 1, so having 2 is going to be quite fun. Anyway, the worst thing about recovery from this is you have to stay inflated for 7 days, and then you go to London and are deflated. Oh yes, so I've got to travel around looking very happy, which is just awful, really, embarrassingly awful. But it has to be done. But I've been very lucky, and my amazing friends Finn and Shell have asked me to come and stay with them to recover, and that's amazing. I've been offered loads of help here in my hometown, but it's just going to be easier to be looked after by other people, so I've not got to worry about going out and hiding this happiness and what have you. So it's not easy for me. I'm not very good at saying yes to help, and I'm not very good at staying in other people's houses for an extended period of time, but I realise I needed to say yes, and I'm so grateful. And actually, after having a bit of a wobbly Christmas and my mental health being a bit, it's a really good idea, I think, to actually spend this time recovering with people rather than on my own, because if I'm on my own I'm more likely to say no to help, which is not good, whereas they will just not let me get away with them saying no, so that's good. So thank you, Finn and Shell. I'm very much looking forward to coming to stay with you and to be your fairy on the Christmas tree. So let's have a look at what I'm packing. No, not my penis. I should be used to doing this by now, but I always get in a flap, which is why I start it so far in advance, and especially because I'm going to be staying elsewhere, I need to think about everything. So, I mean, there's not going to be many wounds for this one, but you never know what's going to happen, so I've just got myself a few, well, I already had it, I've got such a huge amount of medical stuff now from all this surgery. So I've just got some non-adherent pads, some paracetamol, some ibuprofen. I have back issues, and surgery always messes with my back, so I also have some diclofenac, I also have some heat patches from my back, and just a few different kinds of dressings just in case. I also get a really sore throat after surgery, so I've got some Tyrozettes, which are amazing. I've also got some of that, water, sterile water thingy. It's always handy to have that, so that's all sorted. Obviously all my electricals, because you know I need to read and all of that business. Very concerned about housing this very happy penis, so I've got myself some baggy, what are the word? What is the word? boxers. I use boxer briefs, but they're going to be too tight, so I thought this. And having the button fly means that if Finn Jr. needs to come out and just wave around and do what Finn Jr. is doing, it's going to be easier with those. These are great. Highly recommend them. They're dry wipes. Using flannel is really silly. You don't want to do that at the best of times, let alone after surgery. You're just wiping the germs around. These, you use like a flannel and you just throw them away after use. Amazing. Hibby scrub. Now, the most common thing that's an issue with stage 3 is infection. Your risk of infection is there for 6 weeks. It doesn't happen as often now because they use a lot of antibacterial stuff in the implant itself that stops the risk of rejection. But it's still a good idea to keep yourself as clean as possible, so I'm going to wash with Hibby scrub from now and for 6 weeks, basically, to try and keep as much free as possible of infection. Always swear by Sanex post-op because it's soap-free and stops things getting sore, so I always use that. I'm still obviously using E45 on this, so that's coming with me. Now this, right, I thought, if I do have to go out, which I'm going to have to at some point, I'm going to have to travel back to London to be deflated, so I need to get some stuff to hide things. So, we have very, very baggy, tracky, joggy bottoms, slightly oversized front opening cardi hoodie thingy, and this. I got myself a scarf. And look, it's nice and wide, so it means... Yes, so in order to disguise things. So I don't really need much. Obviously, everything is just very loose fitting clothes. I'm going to take my dressing gown as well because I find it easier just to stay naked after surgery because the least things touch you, the better, more air can get around to heal. So I can just be swanning around in my dressing gown most of the time. So yeah, I'm going to... Oh, lots of protein stuff. I always take lots of protein. Arnica, I've been taking arnica. I'll take vitamin C afterwards. I stopped before surgery because vitamin C in excess can contribute to bleeding or something. I can't remember, it's one thing or the other like that. So I just take it afterwards. I give myself like 48, 72 hours post-op and then start necking the vitamin C again. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. I'm going to take lots to read. I'm going to take my writing to do to keep up getting on with this book. And that's about it really. So I don't know why I'm starting already on Tuesday when I'm not actually leaving till midday on Thursday, but you know. Now, I'm not going to be taking this vlogging camera with me. It's just too much to carry. I'm going to be relying on Finn to carry stuff for me, I expect, and it's not fair to take a huge amount. He says, looking over his shoulder. So I won't be vlogging, but what I will do is I will keep updating over on the FinnFam community page. So I'll put a link up to that, whatever side it's going to go up. I'll put a link up to the FinnFam page and I'll do some live updates and some vids and updates in general as I can. So do go and like the FinnFam page and click the button that says get notifications, and then when I go live or share something about what's going on, you'll know about it, you'll know. I'm quite hyper, as you can see. I don't think I'm nervous. Well, I think I am a little bit nervous, but excited and nervous all at once, really. It's just so surreal that this is it. This is the final surgery. This is it. I'm done. Ping, that transgender cake, the elusive cake we all talk about. It's just so weird to think that not that long ago, well, it was a couple of years ago now, I remember thinking, I can't do this surgery. It's just going to take forever. It's just surgery, surgery, surgery. It's going to be awful, blah, blah, blah. It's not been easy. Don't get me wrong here. But actually, it's gone pretty quick, and as long as this goes smoothly, I'll be done and dusted and transition over. Amazing. It's just... Yes, it's a real head scratcher, really, actually, to think about that I'm almost done. Ping! Anyway, folks, that was a bit of a ramble there, but yeah, just wanted to say bye before I head off and to let you know where you can find updates to know that I'm happy and alive and that Finn Jr. is standing to attention as he should be. Thanks everybody, I will talk to you on the other side. Love you, bye.